Hello YouTube, Professor Codger here. Welcome to Tobacco 314 Lakeland Blends. Few pipe tobacco styles are as distinctive or divisive as Lakeland Blends. They come from the traditional tobacco industry of England's Lake District, often associated with floral, herbal, and perfumed flavorings. Today we're going to be exploring that with Galwith Hogarth Brown Flake Aromatic as our representative blend. What did you think of the smell?
I thought it smelled like Fruit Loops, was what I first
Right.
said, but there's something, it was more, I'd never even smelled a Lakeland blend before. I never smoked one. It wasn't what I was expecting. It smelled better. I was expecting like an old lady perfume kind of smell. But it's more like,
Well, Fruit Loops.
yeah, like Fruit Loops. It's like got a citrusy, not citrus the way like a Virginia is, but like, I don't know. There's something, just not what I expected. It's hard to describe a smell, you know what I mean? But it's sweet, and it is perfumey. I get why you'd say that. There's something on the nose that's like sharp, for lack of a better word. But I'm really curious to try it. And also,
go ahead, pack a bowl.
Galwith Hogarth sounds like you're saying it wrong, even though that's the name. It just sounds like you have a lisp, or like you're just like don't end both words with th.
It's a tough series of noises.
Yeah, it is. All right, so let me see how. Get a little kind of rub going here.
Yeah, so Lakeland broadly refers to tobaccos associated with the traditional manufacturers of the Lake District, particularly Kendal. These blends are known for traditional methods such as pressed flakes, darker natural leaf rope tobaccos, distinctive aromatic flavorings. Not every tobacco made there is heavily scented, but the characteristic flavorings have become strongly associated with the Lakeland name. And so this is a case where it is scented.
Do you know anything about the tobacco that's underneath this scent? The actual tobacco flake? Is it a Virginia Burley? What's going on?
I believe it's a Virginia. Let me look it up.
Because I know the best brown flake, I'm pretty sure, is a straight Virginia, but this is just Brown Flake Aromatic. 1792.
Brown Flake Aromatic. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Right there. I'll look that up in a second. I'll pack my pipe here.
Taste to me, I don't know if it's just still on my palate because we were smoking Carter Hall, but I feel like there's Burley in it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's almost definitely Virginia in it, but I feel like I'm tasting Burley.
Yeah, guessing that there's Virginia in the blend is a pretty high probability.
Yeah. Wow.
It is Virginia and Burley.
It's funny, like, I don't know if it's just my mouth chemistry, but like Virginias make my mouth water. Like, even if they're not smoking, the pipe's not smoking wet, but my mouth gets watery from the savory kind of quality of Virginia. It just reacts that way. But with Burleys, I guess the alkalinity, my mouth gets more like instantly kind of like dry, almost like having a dry red wine or something like that. That tannic. Okay. Yeah. I get that like tannic response to Burley, and I almost recognize it right away. Wow. Do any other, I know Galwith Hogarth is known for their Lakeland blends, but do any other companies make Lakeland tobaccos?
I think it's just Samuel Galwith.
Okay, like spin-off of Galwith Hogarth.
More or less, it was like two brothers, kind of, and they split off eventually, and I think today they're effectively the
Produce the
same
same,
company.
just
Like
different
it might be
lines,
like the
different
same,
marketing,
might even be
but
the same building and people,
yeah,
but yeah, they're just marketed differently, and they have a little bit of a different focus on
yeah,
what they produce. I think Gone with Hogarth will make bulk. I think Samuel Gone focuses more on
just tins and
tin releases.
special. It's like they're special. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I was just wondering, like, I mean, it says established 1792, so this is an old company. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they've been around a while.
But I wonder if, like, I mean, God willing, there will be. But if what's happening, if this company or whatever, would anyone even know how to get these Lakeland essences again? Would Lakeland tobaccos be done if they were gone?
Probably, I would think so. So what smokers call Lakeland essence can include impressions of rose or violet, herbs and spices, musk or incense, sweet perfume. I'm getting more in the incensey
Yeah,
family, I
I
guess.
think I got some of that rose violet kind of thing going on though.
Definitely floral. I wouldn't describe it as quite like rose water though.
No, you ever have? I mean, it doesn't taste like that, thankfully. But you ever have those violet candies? You know what I'm talking about? They come in this purple thing.
Maybe.
I remember our buddy Dario. He's the one that had me try them once, and they came. It was I think they were selling them behind the counter at Gotham City Diner, and they had these and they're these purple candies, and it says like violet something or other, and they taste like soap. Like it was, they were disgusting. But there is something about like to it in that violet kind of way that I noticed in this, and it's not a bad thing. It's just
That's one of the things about the Lakeland blends. One smoker may describe them as floral and complex. One may simply call them soapy. You know,
there is
that polarizing character is part of the Lakeland experience.
the tobacco definitely. I mean, it affects like the mouthfeel and the smoke and all that, and I was able to notice like the burley and but once it gets going, you feel like you're smoking Lakeland. Not so much like the taste
Yeah.
for me is primarily in those fragrances.
Yeah, once you get it going. When you're lighting it, I taste a lot more of the tobacco,
Yep.
like in that process. But then it really goes heavily on that
What's interesting to me
aromatic
though
note.
is how much flavor, how much aromatic non-tobacco flavor you get from something that smokes really dry. And even looking at the ash, you can tell it's smoking very dry.
Yeah.
It's not like what you would think of as a goopy aromatic
No,
at
certainly
all.
not.
It's almost drier than a lot of straight tobaccos.
Yeah, it's about what you'd expect of a flake,
Mm-hmm.
right? So Brown Flake Aromatic gives us both sides of the Lakeland style. Underneath the flavoring, there's a substantial traditional pressed tobacco with earthy, naturally sweet flavors. Over that sits the floral Lakeland character. And you're looking for the interaction between the tobacco and the added essence. But like we're saying, we're really finding a lot more of that essence.
And I think the tobacco is definitely playing a part. And I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would.
I do enjoy it more than I thought I would, especially when you read about something being polarizing.
Absolutely.
You definitely have the expectation.
You're ready to be the person that hates it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they would appeal to smokers who enjoy flakes and ropes, Lakeland tobaccos I'm talking about. Floral flavors, for sure. Distinctive blends, definitely. It's definitely distinctive.
I've been interested in like trying some just new tobaccos in general, and I was looking at like a lot of the Godwith and Hogarth blends just because they're an old company and they have a lot of good rated tobaccos and stuff. But it doesn't always say in the descriptions which ones have Lakeland essence and which ones don't. I mean, I guess you can figure it out and do your research. So I've been like hesitant to pull the trigger on stuff because it's like, doesn't always say it. And then you'll read the reviews and they're like, oh, this is Lakeland. And I'm like, oh, good thing I read the reviews.
Right. Yeah, one consideration with Lakelands is ghosting. Some Lakeland flavors can remain in a pipe and influence your later smokes. So smokers who enjoy them regularly will dedicate a pipe to the style.
I wonder if that's more so than aromatics as a whole.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would venture to guess. Yeah, I think people who are dedicating to aromatics are people who are going to be dedicating pipes. I think,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
people who are going to dedicate to Lakeland is a little bit broader of a circle,
Right. I see what you're
while
saying.
also being the people who will dedicate to an aromatic. So Lakelands combine, the old British tobacco making techniques with flavors that can range from lightly floral to unmistakably perfumed. Brown Flake Aromatic, I think, is a good introduction because it lets us experience the traditional tobacco underneath, as well as that famous Lakeland essence. And you're definitely not searching for the essence.
No,
I think
it's there. It's right
it really
there.
lets you know what a Lakeland is.
Yeah, I expected, I think, the essence to be less prominent but
Mm,
more off-putting, and instead it's more prominent. But I enjoy the
less
flavor of it
off-putting.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until next time, thanks for watching.